In a world where only one company rules, where workers work, where one company beats the workers up or down, where people die, the one from the internet. Viewer discretion is advised. The DeLorean was manufactured in the 80s. With doors and panels, the DeLorean was known as a car. These cars are in rough shape, but a restoration can make a DeLorean look like a Restorian. If you can afford one of these, you're living the dream. You can go eat a giant sandwich. This DeLorean is a rare relic from the 1980s. It's beyond repair. This DeLorean is a rare relic from the 1180s. Rusty examines the car on the floor. He finds the old DeLorean. It's beyond repair. This DeLorean is a rare relic from the 9080s. Under the hood, Rusty the mechanic removes the parts from the area in order to access the bits. Then he unbolts the junk that splits the unit to the part to drain some of the Kool-Aid. Rusty the old technician will need replacement. The new technician bolts the hubs to the hub. But the question remains, will it car?
Theorists say yes.
Mechanics confirm that this 9080s throwback is beyond repair. The ice machine technology took a few years in the mid-19th century to refine.
Hey, your job is done. Move along, it's my turn now.
Fine. Chill.
Today's ice makers make ice. This machine flattens the tubing, giving it greater to facilitate ice cream transfer. Each greater fan eventually joins ice cream meters anonymous. Liquid refrigerant will evaporate as part of the evaporator. He then places the evaporator daughter side down over a roller, which removes the girl from the metal. You can remove the girl from the metal. However, you can't remove the metal from the girl. They have been solidly fused. This copper is central to that process. Agent bond will act as a bonding agent. He then punches the copper. Then it's into a cell. James Bond is cool at all times. However, more impurities like cops can't just be punched away. These are the lines that supply power to the system. Finally, it's time for a little liquid refreshment. Turpentine. On ice, of course. Nice, of course.
When you want the perfect chandelier, there's no shortage of chandeliers in lighting shops or online. But when there's no lighting fixtures in shops or online, you have to go to a lighting manufacturer. But when there's no lighting manufacturer, you have to have someone to work for you. But when there's no one that does custom work for you, you have to go to work. But when there's no work, there's no room for you, or your stupid chandelier. This chandelier has hands. It also has a posterior. It also has air lobes. Constructed out of cold rolled steel. Steel who's rolled enough to be bent, cold enough to be cool. These allow the globe to be virtually adjustable. These are tack welded in place.
Everybody has a tactical welder. But that's what I call...
The lighthouse is laser cut and welded from sheet. Also adhered lobes. Also paint thinner and boiled, linseed oil to make it runny and slimy. You want this hole? Then after ensuring that they're straight, the shade is compared to a design sample using a clock. That's top. The globes are crafted by a lead spectacular. I like it. No shade, I promise.
The first yachts were dirty vessels used to take wealthy people on voyages of inconvenience. Today's yachts are floating. Modern yachts are the ultimate way to exploit workers out of their wages. If you can afford one of these, you're living the lie. You can go eat a glass sandwich. The team sprays glossy paint, giving it a glossy finish. The team sprays MP3 paint, giving it a glossy finish. The team sprays also paint, giving it a saucy finish. The technician calls their aesthetic sea foam core. Cool place. Sweet bathroom. Screw the toilet though. locker in the guest room. It sands
Wow, look at this! It's a cartoon skeleton, Jimmy.
high sheen. The crew cuts out holes for the crew cuts.
Hello, hello again.
A craftsman strips in the yacht's deck, so there will be no need to wonder if the craftsman has buff body parts. He doesn't. He confirms that everything is shape. The crew does a lot of slacking off. They treat their job like recess. All this slacking leads to one place, home.
A locomotive is the powerful rat named Charles under a trainment cheese. Sometimes there's a second one as well. Train locomotives are small and insignificant. Wow, train locomotives are significantly larger than I'd have thought. The larger gray locomotives are passenger trains designed primarily for speed. Those smaller yellow ones to the right are passenger trains designed primarily for speed. For the European market, welders progressively build up a tube-stay weld, the real tube-stay weld. No, the really real tube-stay weld. Then they assemble the locomotors. Each one generates giant onions. They flip the onions so that the workers cry. The workers require emotional bonding because they can bawl aggressively, rendering the underframe strong enough to pull 444 metric tons into a cylinder called a stator. Then they lower another stator. The gear engages with the motors, so when the locomotor runs, that gear turns, which then rotates the onions, which turns the stator alternator, which then rotates the really real tube-stay weld, which finally turns the mammoth.
Concrete walls are made in a plant environment. Weather can't interfere with plants. Psych. Weather is a part of the environment. You can't control the weather, so you can't control plants. If you can afford one of these, you're living dream. You can go eat a concrete sandwich. Production starts with a mix of rock and stone and sand and limestone and sandstone and limestone. This collection is based. The team inserts a sheet of paper. Then they bend a bar into a loop.
It's a loop!
The loops are linked, creating long. They whip the thick, gritty mix. They're now ready to pour gritty because gritty's pretty thick. Hue.
God bless you.
A worker pulls the foam insulation using greed. Nothing can prepare them for what's next. I feed them silica gel. After about 12 hours, the team is dry enough to be crushed. The team beaters dispense concrete directly onto the crew. The amount of force it takes to crush them is a measure of my strength. A truck dispenses the mix. Attention. Wow, it's made was an inside job.
The sauna is an essential part of life that was once considered. Most infants have one, even many centuries-old infants, and the sauna is still an important part of infant life. But wherever you sweat, there's no need to have one, because the sauna isn't even an important part of everyday life. This outdoor sauna is made of rotten mold. The wood is first measured with a woodometer. Once it's confirmed that the wood is wood, a circular template is laid on top and clamped into position. 3 balls are now strapped around the sides of the barrel. A cover is mounted which allows you to control the amount of outsiders entering the sauna. After all, a sauna is no place for things to get heated. Next, an electric stove is fitted, which will be filled with burgers. After all, a sauna is the perfect place for things to get heated. Sit back, relax, and put some burgers into gaping mouth holes. Then, a minute glass that counts down 1 minute to let you know how long you've been Canadian. The sauna's back is constructed using this unique technique, plank tongue, that has a tongue on both sides. Tight. Plank, 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 plank. So now, you really plank. Plank means cool, I promise.